We are back for another episode of Bigsixbants. It's the game week 30. Game week 13 Premier League preview. A lot of news going on. Obviously, we've had the European fixtures just in the middle of the week. And also, we've got a few little bits of news here and there. So big up everyone in the chat. First of all, the first thing I need you guys to do is hit that like button. Obviously, I've got a panel today. Some of the them mixture of guests, you know what I'm saying, mixture of family. You already know how it goes. But yeah, man, make sure you smash the like button. It's Bigsixbants. It's another Premier League preview, obviously followed by our roundup, which is going to be on Sunday as well. So you know how the structure goes, people. Same old stuff. Big up to everyone in the comments. Big up GSC, big up Ravi, big up Pan of Scouts, big up Terry Max, says my brother Mont, what he's saying. Hope you're good, bro. Big up 6 times in the house. Big up Viking football. You know what I'm saying? Hope you're good. And yeah, man, make sure we smash the like. You know what I'm saying? Monty just finished his tea. Allow me. I ain't been drinking no tea today. You know what I'm saying? I need to get a shape up there. My hair's looking a bit mad. But yeah, shape up incoming. Shape up incoming. Big up Sophia. Big up Sophia Football's Talk. Big up loving the channel. Keep up the great work. 100% Sophia, man. When you're ready, come and jump on the channel. We'd love to hear what you want to say as well. Seen a bit what you do as well, man. So big up yourself. But of course, I have to introduce the first member of the panel. Again, good friend of mine, working very closely with his channel. You guys probably know who it is anyway. Man City Dynamo, definitely next up. Sky's the limit. You know what I'm saying? What more do you have to say? Haaland could be injured. Is he fit? Is he not? Really kind of interested to see how that works. His opinions on it as well. So again, without further ado, we introduce Mr. Daps himself. You tell me, bro.
It could have been me or Cass until you said the City thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you saying? You good? You good? I do like that you introduced me as friend as well. Because it is that.
Yeah, of course. It's not one of them ones, YouTube friends.
Yeah. You know what? Like, even watching Big Six last night, when Expressions was talking on Big Six, as a fellow content creator, you respect that, innit? That he's going on there and he's fucking it. Like, I'm sorry, Expressions is elite, man. Like, he's not a football content creator. That man is a content creator. Like, the sky's the limit with that man. So to see him go on and the way he was boosting Big Six, like, it's good that we all do boost each other, and like, because until you do it, you don't realize just how hard it is. But yeah, that guy, like, I'm not gonna lie, I was glad I wasn't on yesterday because I'm not ready for that yet. But salute to Huey.
You'd be surprised, bro. You'd be surprised in the situation. You just step up. You'd be surprised.
Do you know what? Huey got him, and he didn't see it. Like, because he thought Huey was sending for him, but was like, I don't know if you were sending me for then or not, you pussy, right? But then afterwards, Huey fully owned him without Expressions even knowing that he'd just been owned. And I was like, all right, Huey, you've taken your moment there. But yeah, it was a good show, man. Good show. But nice to have me on. A lot to talk about. Haaland. Yeah, I'm trying to find out. There should be some more news at like any minute because in Pep's.
I'll be hold on. I'm going to be straight with you. Does it matter? Does it matter?
Well, do you know what?
Leicester have hit a little bit of form, so does it matter?
I was on Beyond the 90, a Leicester channel yesterday. Yeah. I think it does matter, right? Having Haaland will make life easier. But for me, like last week or week before last, when Arsenal were facing Leeds and there was a question mark over Jesus, I was like, you know what? You need a game like this without him to show that you can do it. And for me, it's like there's now this narrative that City can't score without Haaland, right? And it's just so reactionary because last season we were the top scoring team in the top 5 European leagues. But I do think as a team, we do need to play some games without Haaland just to remind ourselves maybe that, and to get used to having to switch between, because there is no doubt when it gets to the back end of the season, there's going to be some games where we're going to have to rest him. Yeah, there will be. So we have to get to that point where it isn't like, oh shit, we forgot how to play with a false 9. I mean, we do have Alvarez that can just slot in. Yeah. So, but we need to get used to it because at the moment, Alvarez hasn't really started too much.
If anything, though, do you know what's funny? I feel like Alvarez is actually more suited to the City philosophy before Haaland anyway.
100%.
You know what I mean? That's what I've
said it in his interview earlier that he, Pep got asked if like if Haaland's injured, will you revert back to the false 9 or will you bring in Alvarez. He said, oh, absolutely. Alvarez will just come straight in. He said, we could go back to the false nine, but I can't see that happening. Alvarez will just come in, but Alvarez actually likes to drop deep anyway. So, which is like Alvarez makes a lot of sense. And there's some of us that like want to see Alvarez get more game time. So, but yeah, honestly, I was trying to break down the interview he had the other day, and it was like he spoke on Cancelo and Haaland. And I don't know who's talking about having a cold, who's talking about having a foot injury. And then in today's press conference this morning, he said he'll know this afternoon when we have training. And it just depends how they perform in training pretty much. So I don't think it's a case of either of them, Cancelo or Haaland, are injured. I think it's more if they're fit enough and ready enough. It's not like... There's no worries that Haaland's going to be out for weeks or nothing like that, but he might not play against Leicester. I know Walker's out, Calvin Phillips definitely both still out.
Yeah,
I do think, in a strange way, I think Cancelo might be a bigger miss than Haaland.
Yeah, no, I hear it.
Because with Walker out, that would mean we'd have no Walker, no Cancelo, and for me, that's a bit techie. Playing out from the back without them two could be a bit mad.
I hear it. I mean, I think a lot of people were talking about Manchester City as if they're going to struggle. I had to kind of fight Man City's case. It made me a bit sick in my stomach, but I had to fight you lot's case a little bit over on Never a Foul, because what people were doing is showing a certain energy towards one team and not showing it towards their own. So when it comes to Man City, it's, Haaland's a doubt. Mahrez has been playing that well. Are we going to see a good version of Grealish? What's going on with Cancelo? John Stones has just come back from injury, so that could be an issue. It was all these nooks and crannies, all these issues surrounding Man City. But I said, you lot keep doing this, but when the whistle blows and Leicester City are pinned back in their box, you're not going to be saying that. Yeah. So I understand the context you're trying to bring into it to try and make it seem like Man City, and I'm no one saying Man City are going to mow them over, but it's
not City fans saying that, is it? It's rivals.
Yeah, no, but this is what I'm saying. It was the rival fans. But then I said to Kaz, just finish. I said to Kaz, you backed out your first team against Sheriff yesterday, and you are telling me that Manchester United are looking good. Do you see the difference between the two situations? Yeah. You've ignored the context that you played a team with a Sheriff badge as a logo, and you are using that context to say that you played well and Manchester United are looking good. But
see, the thing is, as City fans, like
Manchester City,
like I will, as a City fan, I go into every game. Like I was speaking with a Leicester fan about this yesterday, and I'll probably speak about it after this show when I'm on another one with them. That generally, when we play Leicester, we beat them. But as a City fan, I can always look back to when they came to the Etihad and won 5-2, or when they beat us at their ground. I think it was 1 or 2-0. Vardy always having success against City, because that's just the City. The old school City DNA is to always look upon the shit times and worry that that's going to happen.
Yeah.
But for rival fans, it's more a case of they're trying to clutch at, like probably you can clutch at Mahrez. Like you go in the comments now, Mahrez has been poor this season. He missed penalties in the last 2 Champions League games. He doesn't track back enough. He's not looking himself this season. Everyone's right. Grealish still hasn't scored a goal and assist. Yeah, you're right. Cancelo got spun by Salah. Yeah, you're right. They're clutching onto these little key things, right, and grabbing them and holding onto them. But then it's like, cool, but we're through to the next round of the Champions League with 2 games to spare, right? Yeah. We're still second in the league. And Brighton last week, for example, worst home performance I've seen all season, if not for a long time, but we won 3-1. So rival fans can clutch onto these little things and hope that it's like, we can slander City because Mahrez has been poor. But it's like, no problem. Everyone has a player in their team that's been poor. Like, and Daps talk on him. Well, I will do. No problem. Mahrez has been poor this season. Like, is this a cuss? You're cussing me, telling me one of our players in a team that's second, defending champions, and through to the next round of the knockout stages, and your diss is that Mahrez has been poor this season. Absolutely no problem. He has been. But for me as a City fan, I just look at it and I just remember Leicester games where they have got the better of us, and that's all I can see at the moment. If I put my rational head on, which is best I don't do this because I did this with the Liverpool game. I put my rational head on and said, realistically though, we'll spank them in it. And it didn't happen. So I'd rather go in nervous and manage my expectations. And then at the end of the game, it'd just be a run-of-the-mill game and it'd be like Leicester tried. But the one thing I will say is with City, with De Bruyne and Haaland, Brighton last week, we didn't look good, but we had De Bruyne and Haaland. We won 3-1. Leicester do have Maddison and Vardy. So, like, when you've got players like that, if City have a bad day,
you can get punished.
You never know, innit? Like, Maddison is a fucking baller, man. So, what are you saying, kids? Good?
I'm good, bro. You?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. It's Friday.
I was hearing that did you say Cancelo's injured?
I don't think he is, There was like him and Haaland. I don't know whether his foot injuries got mentioned with both and fever, but that was Wednesday. Pep said they're both like he'd see him training today, but apparently they're both at training. So we'll see. We'll see.
Big up, kids, bro. Good to have you here.
Big up, man. Them.
Let me just hit some of the comments quickly. By the way, 65 people in the house already, not even 10 minutes into the stream. Make sure we smash the like button. We're already on 50 likes already. I think I say 100 likes to minimum. I'm saying, is that even too low? Is 100 likes too low for today's show? I think that's a bit low. I'm going to say 125 likes today. That's the target for today. Let's go for 125 likes. Big up, man like Steve-O. I believe you come all the way from Twitter because I'm still getting attacked for my Darwin Nunez tweets. Still, even though it wasn't even a knock technically on Darwin Nunez, it was more of a hypocritical tweet towards the Liverpool fan base. He says, Monts, do you think Nunez impacts the game other than goals? Well, yeah, to an extent. Like, he makes good run. He has good movement. He makes good runs off the ball. He can stretch defenses. But I think apart from that, like, not really too much else to a good enough standard for Liverpool, the way I see it. Doesn't hold the ball up well. If you man tell me, Monts, shut up. I just want a goal scorer, but he's not clinical. So, I think he will come good within a couple of years or maybe a year. But do we have the chance for him to come good? How many times do I have to say this? No.
Monts, do you know what it is as well? Yeah, like, because the one thing I was saying all last season, is that with Grealish, I do think the criticism last season was a bit early. But I also fully accept, that if you get bought for 100 million, and you get paid what he's being paid, I don't know exactly what he's being paid.
Oh, he tracks back too. Sorry, I forgot he tracks back. Yeah, sorry.
But
God.
If I get it, so with Nunez, I do get why people are criticizing him, but me personally, I'll be like, you know what? He's like 12 games in. He's 22.
Yeah.
He's 22.
23. No, he's 23. He's 23.
He's 23. It's his first season. And we do have to be honest. Look, Havertz got given about 4 seasons before Man are allowed to judge him. So I do think, but I do get what you're saying, that you're not.
Liverpool have 4 seasons, fam. Like, this one.
No, but no. I'm not saying that. It was slightly, that was an over exaggeration. But players do get given time. But I do get what you're saying, that as a Liverpool fan, you hear all that, but we are a team that want to do the same as we did last season, and we don't have time to give these players like same with Harvey Elliott and Carvalho. That I think they're both going to be very good footballers, but unfortunately, they ain't got the time at the moment at Liverpool. It's like they're expected to come in and carry the fucking team as youngers, and it's like that's the issue. That's the issue. But it's not on the players so much. That's more on the club.
Yeah.
You should be relying on these.
I think we'll definitely get into the Darwin Nunez thing once you get onto the Liverpool game. We'll stick on the City topic for now because you've got a lot of comments firing towards you, Daps. But before we do that, we are going to introduce Roms into the panel.
Hey. Bro, your hairline looks fucked, No, I'm joking. No,
but that's the thing. That actually need a trim.
Hey, bro, if that is fucked, then God bless you. God bless, bro. Like, real talk. I'm joking. I just had to say it.
Shape up season, isn't it? Don't worry, shape up season.
I've got a cap on for a reason. Trust me.
But you big up the chat as well. Make sure we're slapping the like button. Make sure you go and subscribe to
What they saying then?
TV, Jerry James Show, and Never a Foul as well. I believe we are 27 subscribers or 26 subscribers off of 2,700 subs. So guys, let's try and get there by the end of the week. 28 subscribers. I've seen you guys do that over in 20 minutes, let alone 2 days. So make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Obviously, big up Corey. Corey is saying City got hella issues in capital letters. Obviously,
what issues? I missed something.
Hold on, which Corey is that?
United Corey. Bigsixbants Corey.
Wait, that's been
Yeah, Godspeed's Corey.
Yeah. Look, the Bigsixbants.
All this time,
but this is a thing when he's putting hella issues. It's like we just qualified top of the league.
Yeah,
with seconds. Yeah, like
I think he's just clowning you though. I think he's just clowning you.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, like I am the father of the thing. Yeah, of saying none of the top 6 clubs can moan about fucking injuries. Yeah, we've all spent far too much. And when people like earlier on, One Touch was saying, "Oh yeah, City is the one club that can't moan about injuries." No, bro, we're all of the top 6 can't moan about injuries. We all spend fucking money. Yeah, none of us can moan about it. It's that simple. We are not fucking. I was going to say Burnley, but we're not one of these lower Southampton or nothing. Like
none of us said that. We're all at the top of the pyramid. We all got the most money. There's no excuse. This is where when I hear excuses. Us top 6 should have the squads to accommodate for these injuries. I hate when
simple and short, bro. We support the clubs we support. Like if our club has not like still I still think like, and people laugh at this, but if you go and every season I say, Roms, you went and looked, yeah, our squad is small. Right? Our squad is small. No one looks it. Our squad is small.
It is quite small. To me, our squad's quite small. I looked in disbelief. Like, are you joking? And I actually went and looked.
You know what? And I said that last season when I was worried that we were going to lose the league, yeah? And I was like, but that's on us. If we haven't fucking made sure our squad is thick enough to go a whole season, that's on us. We can't be going, oh, but that's an excuse. Like, it's all fucking bullshit. Like we should be good enough. Like we should have. I've been saying for ages. Walker has been dropping 5 games a season for 4 years. Yeah, so that is 20 games over the last 4 seasons. We should have another. We should have another registered right back by now. Like we should. We got youngers that are coming in that are looking good. But listen, it's what it is. We'll still get the job done. So people just clutching.
Asad at the cut. He says Roms gives me Coutinho's Bangor versus Southampton kit. Honestly, that you see that. You know what's funny?
You know what is much, yeah? Quickly to go on a tangent. This is the only kit I bought under Warrior. I think our kit's under Warrior. You might have a different opinion. I didn't really like them. But imagine my mum found like a trunk of old football kits, and I saw this one. I said, "No, this one's gold." Even just the kit itself, the memories, because we were dead. Let's be real, we were dead
that season. Like this, this was Sterling up top, Coutinho second striker vibes, like 35-year-old Steven Gerrard and that.
And we got to 2 semi-finals, and bro, Aston Villa knocked us out, and that, and then Chelsea,
like but the best itself, Coutinho couldn't help us. Best Coutinho.
But we were juggling Ives, Sterling, Barini, and that.
We were trying to convince ourselves that Jordan Ive was the next Sterling. You know what? The only thing I'll say with that Coutinho goal against Southampton, certain goals are so good. They are so good. You know exactly where you were and what you were doing. That goal went in. I remember I was at a job interview when Coutinho scored that goal, and I screamed out loud in the interview waiting room. I didn't get the job. I didn't get the job.
Bro, do you remember his other one? Do you remember his other one against Stoke?
Yeah. Of course, for opening day.
Bro, you know how you said it's opening so true. Kids, you probably have memories as well. When you see a banging goal, you know exactly where you were. I had just done my MCL. My doctor just told me I'd be out for like 2-3 months. I was down. Then opening day of the season, I see him score that worldie.
He was defo down for about 89 minutes.
That's the thing. I remember them myself. I remember the Coutinho bangers myself, man. There's been plenty. That's
how cold he was. He would do that goal maybe like 3 times a year.
Bro, there was what pissed me off. Because what pissed me off is that I remember when he handed in his transfer request, and by the way, look what kit I'm wearing. Of course, if you're gonna have a Coutinho conversation, look what kit I'm wearing, bro. Like, when Coutinho dashed this kit, this one on. He turned
That was
into
his best
Super
season
Saiyan.
at us. That he went to new levels.
Bro, we froze him out the squad. We froze him out for throwing his toys out the pram. Yeah. And then he came back against Leicester, bags a free kick, gets man of the match. On his first game back, I'm like, why couldn't you just be shit?
Yeah.
Why couldn't you just be
This
shit?
is at a time as well. Do you know what was funny? Because before that game, fans were saying, "Oh, he's gone to Brazil and he's was injured. Fuck him. I never want to see him again." And then after that free kick and he deeped it once, everyone's like, "Let's just shut up. This guy's actually quality."
Bro, like, and do you remember? Because this is when he had the red. He had the red mercurial with the black tick to go with the red kit. Bro, I know the details.
Man, knew the boots, you know.
When he first got the neck tattoo, he first got his tattoos. This because he
made that transition from a boy to a man.
That's like he started getting the tattoos. Because before when he come, he had like scruffy ass hair. Like Donny was just.
What do you call him, Jericho? Innit?
Jericho's Coutinho. Jericho's Coutinho was on it. But yeah, and then I remember. Do you remember his Newcastle goal where he slapped it the opposite side against Newcastle?
I remember that one,
bro. And then he done it against Swansea because that was his last game for us, and then done it against Swansea first time. Cold.
Yes, come on,
bro. This guy, I remember. This guy
catalog is crazy.
Do you know where I remember he was so fucked? Because Coutinho had more GA as a cam / left winger than Pogba that season. I think it was like Pogba. It was all the big boys, and he for Liverpool, and he left in January. Eriksen, all of them, and he left in January. And this stat was at the end of the season. They were like, Coutinho's done all this, and he left in January.
He was great. When he deep it, his catalog, he was crazy still.
Fuck, fam.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I understand. You see in football, there's
we've never replaced him.
But this is what I was saying. When we were linked with him back once, me and you were in the same boat. I would have, when you're quality, but you'll get the sentiment fans that the way he left us, I never want to see him again. But when you're quality, just accept it.
Bro, I would have took Sterling back, dude. And he ripped us up when he played us as well, by the way. He ripped
up who are you talking about?
Because he was saying about, because he was talking about Coutinho. But I'm not gonna lie. I would have even Corey said his free kicks are so naughty, bro. Like I would have taken why now
against Arsenal.
Like kids, they said, listen, and man, them still might think I was down bad before. Obviously, Wijnaldum got the ACL, so he's not obviously can't play now in it. But when Wijnaldum was available, I would have taken Wijnaldum back on loan. I would have taken Sterling back, and I would have taken Coutinho back. And man, them called me delusional. I'm crazy, and bro. I would have taken a Wijnaldum every day of the week, fam.
I don't think Sterling would have. Would Sterling would have helped you? I don't know.
I think it would have been an alternate option.
Yeah.
Because, I think it would have been an alternate option. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Actually, read this first, and then
as I said, Coutinho first half 17-18 was dirty. Him, Salah, Firmino, Mane should have been illegal. Yeah, it was the front four at that point, innit? Man scored a hattie in the UCL and was not celebrating, bro.
And 18-19 was your best season, though, innit?
Yeah,
but that 17-18 attack was probably the most scintillating attack. We just had no defense them times, innit?
Then you went and got Van Dijk.
6 months before you there. But quick question:
when Ox was actually quite good them times.
Good as well, yeah. You've probably covered it because I didn't watch the first 10 minutes of this show. But
why not? Why not?
I had to do something and I come back. But that's you obviously you will know you've probably already covered it. But I'm in an FPL league where I'm at the top, I'm in around the top and there's money on the line. Is Haaland going to be fit? In your opinion?
That's what I wanted to Roms. You're with me. I need to know. I need to know
because I need to know if the captain him or the thing with Haaland. Though, even if he doesn't start, he will come on and back. That's
you know what? I have a gut feeling from the way Pep spoke this morning. I think Haaland starts.
Same. I think. The gist I get is he's fine. Like I'm not gonna say it's mind games.
Okay, you reckon it's mind games?
Yeah, but
it's
I don't think he'll do mind games against Leicester.
Pep said something like he was saying, I don't know till training this afternoon, but he said something like, if Haaland can't play, and I don't just mean this week, I mean any week, then Alvarez can just come in. But it was just he wasn't like saying he's a doubt or nothing. He was just like not going to chat on it. So I don't know. I have a feeling.
Right? I think he's getting 60 minutes.
On Alvarez, if you get your opinion straight from Twitter, then I think you need to see some. But when I watched that City and Dortmund game, I think Alvarez's industry and that were good, but a lot of City fans were kind of getting onto him on the TL. Like,
well, yeah, because he ain't scored. Well, because he ain't scored 17 goals in 11 games. So like people are gonna the standards are high.
How did you think he did?
Right, I've seen Alvarez a few times this season. He hasn't hit the ground running like Haaland. He hasn't, but he's come from Argentina. You got to remember, he's already played a lot of games. Like
he had no rest, didn't it?
He's had no rest. He's adapting, and he's playing second fiddle. Like it's a bit like trying to judge Jesus when Aguero was there. To be frank with you, like when Haaland's playing, and if Haaland and Alvarez are playing together, then Alvarez is playing out wide. Like so. His work rate's like undeniable. He can drop deeper. I think, like Mont said, he offers more to this City team that is more like a City player would. But I would like to see him be played as a number 9 by himself without Haaland. It would be nice to see that, see what he can do. Like, but yeah, it's a good. I want that tomorrow. I kind of, in a way, want it. Like, we need
you want to prove that you can just go and because again, remember, I always said Alvarez fits City's philosophy more than Haaland does. Haaland is just that good that it doesn't matter. Like, it don't matter who's playing what philosophy. You play Haaland. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But just to head back to the chat, there's 110 people in the house right now, and we're not even half an hour into the video. It's crazy. Loving the consistency from the crowd, but I do ask, please smash the like button. We are on 65 likes, and I believe we can hit way more likes than that. Of 110 people in here, we should at least have 80 likes. So make sure we smash that like button. Stop what you're doing right now, scroll down, smash the like button, please. It helps the algorithm. It gets everyone, more people in the house, and get this conversation popping even more. It becomes more engaging. It helps the channel as well. You know what I'm saying? And also, again, we're on the road to 2,700 subs, man. So please subscribe. We're 28 subs away from 2.7k, and then obviously, again, we're almost crossing over into the second half on the way to 3,000, which I think we can do by the end of November. So yeah, man. And obviously, it's my mum's birthday today, isn't it? And it's also
my brother's birthday as well.
Yeah, bad birthdays today. Bad birthdays.
There's too many birthdays on this day.
Bad birthdays today. So, yeah, man, it's Mumsy's birthday. So if I tell Mum, I said, Mum, what do you want for your birthday? Apart from the other stuff that I got for her birthday.
A new belt, because her old one's fucked up from lifting you down so much.
Listen, I said I'm saying 4K by the end of the year, by the way. But my mum says she wants 150 likes on Bigsixbants for her birthday. So if you guys can give her 150 likes,
make Mumsy proud.
It has to happen. Otherwise, Monts told me off air he's not going to stream again, so it has to happen.
Oh, don't. The Liverpool fans will stop liking it. They'll be excited.
They don't like us anyway.
But listen, so please slap the like button. What was I going to say? So, Daps, I know you got to go in a second. So, drop me a score prediction for the game as well, because you got to go in a minute. Drop me a score prediction and what you're thinking of the game for the Leicester City game.
I said 3-2 City yesterday, but I'm going to change it to 2-1 City today.
2-1 City.
We'll see though. If Haaland and Cancelo play, then I think it'll be easier than that. But if Cancelo doesn't play,
a doubt as well.
This is what I'm seeing. I'm not liking what I'm hearing. I'm not liking. I've got them both.
Same.
But they've both been in training today. But they both they were the two doubts. Like so Walker's not a doubt.
They both trained today.
I believe they both, like Pep said earlier, that from my understanding of it, because sometimes it's hard to understand what he's saying, was that they're both reporting to training today. So yeah, we'll see. But both of them after Wednesday, again trying to break down what Pep said, because he kept switching. 1 minute talking about Haaland, next minute Cancelo, then back to Haaland, and I was trying to work out which one's got a foot injury, which one's got fever, and I couldn't really work it out. But and like I said, I think Cancelo's a bigger miss, because with Walker out, that leaves us with no kind of neither of our first choice left or right backs, which changes the way we play massively. Like we can't play out from the back as well.
But big up everyone. I appreciate that. That's obviously big up Solus. It's happy birthday, Mont's mum. Man, like Siva says, obviously, happy birthday, Mumsy, and all that stuff. Thank you for the birthday.
Happy birthday, Mumsy. Listen, I'm going to jump off. We've got another show to do. But
someone else. I was going to say it's someone else's birthday, but go on that. So it's someone else's birthday. He's about to enter the chat. So
go on.
It's going to get as cheesy as it comes. So I'm going to sing happy birthday, bro. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, dear Casey. For Arsenal, we happy birthday to you.
How old are you now? How old are you now?
Are you 1? Are you 2? Are you 3? You lot might not know that. If you
just know
first
in the table. That's all that matters.
Big up everyone in the chat. Wish Casey a happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Well, before I go, I've got a dip here. But what did you think of that 20-minute of defending yesterday?
Oh, allow me. You know what? I don't even want to get into yesterday's game. I'm trying to leave it as a memory because honestly, I think that's Arsenal's worst performance this season.
It was just that 20-minute period in the second half was fucking mad. Like
that was shit. That was shit.
And people don't want to say it, obviously. But I feel like, well, I wouldn't even say it because
don't give him too much. Don't give him too much.
I'm going to go, but love everyone. And never fail 11 o'clock tonight. I'm going to be doing a phone in. So see you there, people. Love Monts, love to the Big Six family always.
Come on, bro.
Thank you, man.
Big up.
Hella birthday messages in the thing.
Thank you, everyone.
You know one thing I will say. I don't know if we're going to dissect that game, Casey and Kids, but you see Gabriel. He was a mist, and your fans.
Hey, listen, Roms, I'm gonna stop you there. I'm gonna stop you there because we're not dissecting that game. We're not. Today is a Premier League preview. We are not dissecting.
I'm just saying, in this life, be careful what you wish for because you just might get. A lot of your fans will scream for him to be dropped, and the aerial presence with him not in the team. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to Sunday, innit? We'll see, man. We'll see.
Javi Simmons looked good though. I'm not gonna front.
I said it. Even last game, Monto. If his final pass was a bit better, people would have been saying that last game. But
this is what was killing me.
Away with it.
Yeah, literally. Because people were saying,
well against PSV, but we slightly got away with it, and today they punished us, bro.
I was going to say, though,
they punished us.
I was going to say, you see that Sangari brother that was linked, I think, even with you lot, us, all of the Prem.
Sangari.
I'll be real, even though, I've got a difference in opinion. Even though we're in the mud, we will take anyone in our midfield right now. I don't know about you, Mons, but I'm not that sold back. Like, he's good.
Well, Sangari, he's a bit stiff. I think he's a bit stiff, isn't it?
He's a bit like... The way people going on about him is like he's the next well-beat, and I'm like, man. I've only watched him twice, though. I'll be real.
I like that Alvarez guy that messed up. So, like he messed us up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Edson Alvarez, he messed us up. G. Big up, Dill CFT. Make sure you subscribe. Dill says, happy birthday, Casey. Yeah, we've been unbeaten under Potter. I'm gonna be real, Potter ball hasn't come through yet. There's a lot of new work to do at Chelsea. 100%. I don't know the difference between Potter ball and Tuchel ball. I don't see the difference.
Nah, I saw a little bit. I've got to give them their credit. I saw a little bit against Salzburg.
You see it in patches, isn't it? But like, it ain't a massive
score a bit more.
Like Chelsea thought they were getting liquid football under Tuchel. When Tuchel first came in, Chelsea thought it was liquid football. G.
Yeah.
Like,
no, but so you know what it is when you're getting results.
It don't matter. Yeah,
don't matter.
Results. That's the life for Chelsea, though. It's a life.
That is literally it, bro. Bottom line.
But when you don't get a result, what's the first thing they're gonna come for?
God, you haven't been playing this ball for weeks. United.
It was a long time coming. You play shit and like
Tottenham now.
Pretty much. Man like Stevo says Arsenal have looked leggy. So we are going on to the Arsenal game now, by the way. Man like Stevo says Arsenal have looked leggy against Southampton. He goes worrying if it's happening this early. Active Gunner says still don't know what's going on. But I think I wouldn't say you man looked leggy. I think I wouldn't say leggy. I think it's Arsenal's away form. There is a slight drop off of your away form, and I think that
he was getting away with it.
Obviously, we're going to talk about Gabriel Jesus in a minute, who's come under a lot of criticism from the Arsenal community as well as the the rival fans community. Personally, I think that, and you guys have seen the tweet that I'm still getting attacked for even now. I think it's got about 250,000.
When I saw it, I said, no, I have to back my boy because there's no lies told. There's no lies told.
Bro, like,
it's the truth. It's
I'll
the
say
truth.
it
That's
now.
the real.
I'll say it for everyone to hear, and for all the shameless Liverpool fans that think they can come for me. The fact that Liverpool fans are using Darwin Nunez GA per minute as a talking point, you know, they're using it they're comparing it to Gabriel Jesus's goals and assists per minute, is the stupidest thing and most hypocritical thing I've seen in the last for our fan base. Right. Because we were the fan base that sat there defending Bobby Firmino for his lack of GA over the last 4 years. So how can you then look at someone like Gabriel Jesus, who's off the ball work and on the ball work, is providing goals across the whole front three for them, and is one of the better reasons of why they're able to get through games that last season they probably would have drawn. So what his impact is doing is now winning Arsenal games that they would have drawn. So his impact isn't just with GNA, but we should know that as a fan base, because we're the only team that have played with a false nine and had that type of success. Maybe Bar City, obviously, with the Kevin De Bruyne, but we're the team that have been having that false nine. You know what I'm saying? So it's just mad hypocritical, bro. It's mad hypocritical. I don't want to see Darwin Nunez comparisons to Gabriel Jesus, bro. Gabriel Jesus 1 is clear in my opinion, and Nunez isn't a flop also. He's not a flop. I just don't want him at the club, but it doesn't mean he's a flop. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't mean he's a flop. He's not a flop for the club. It's that simple. Like, you know, both things can be true. He's not a flop, but I don't want him at the club. I think the difference, and if you want to, before you go, if you want to compare the difference is going forward, one guy's team is getting over the line. The other guy's team needs to accommodate. And Arsenal accommodating for Gabriel Jesus is making them a better team. Liverpool's accommodation for Darwin Nunez isn't making us a better team, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is, bro.
One thing I'll say amongst everything you said, I agree. But where I think you're a bit harsh, and this might be even contradictory because of the money we paid for him, but I think Nunez will be a successor. As I've said, it doesn't necessarily mean I rate him, but I think he will eventually be a successor. Like you said, we got too much quality for him not to be a success. But where you're saying you don't want him in the team at all, I agree with you. There's better strikers we could have.
No, he can play. No, we have him now. I'm saying I didn't want him. I didn't want to sign him.
No, but still, you still said just in your little tangent that you would want him out the club. Would you still want him to leave the club? Because I'd have him as a
no. We got no one. We got no one, bro.
Fair.
We got no one, bro. So yeah, like again, remember, man, them are rating Nunez, in my opinion, as high as they are from a down bad perspective. From a down bad Liverpool perspective, Nunez does not play in Liverpool's front line last season. He does not play in the season before that, and he doesn't play in the season before that.
Yeah.
We are down bad. You know what I'm saying? And even the time where I was complaining about Jota, bro, he doesn't even get in over Jota in the forward position, in my opinion. In form, out of form. Now we've got no one else, so he plays. He wears the Liverpool shirt. We have to back him. As I said, I'll celebrate when he scores, but I stand by my opinion. I don't think he's good enough for Liverpool at this moment in time. If Liverpool regress, if we regress even further and we are now in a transition, then yes, Darwin Nunez is good enough for Liverpool. But that's if you, man, don't want the bigger picture and want us to be that Liverpool.
I know what you mean.
I'm talking about this Liverpool.
Nunez is only good in relation to what our aspirations are. Yeah. Right now he's not. But let's say we were in this season, he would look like one of the best players.
Wait,
in the team. Do you know
can I stop you up there? What is I understand your aspirations because Montero already said at the beginning of the season that he wants to win the title. But if you want to win the title, who would you have got? If it wasn't Nunez and you had the 85.
Sorry, Casey.
I've got my mate.
Who? Honestly, who?
The number 9
Gabriel Jesus could have been one of them. Lewandowski could have been one of them.
Right, Montero, honestly, I don't think Gabriel Jesus would have got you to that Prem winning team, if I'm honest.
To a permanent team, bro, is as an addition, Gabriel Jesus can do everything that we need him to do for one. Obviously, he might not have been as clinical or the goal side of things, but we have people that can do that. I think that would have complemented Salah more. I'm saying from now, if you have aspirations for the title, you buy win now players. You don't buy a player that's going to come good in 2 years. You don't do it because in 2 years, Salah's going to be 33. In 2 years, Van Dijk's going to be 33. In 2 years, Milner's going to have a walking stick, fam. I'm not hearing
the only
that.
thing, the only thing is the number 9 market in the current window is very shrewd.
It's mad.
For me,
like, bro, there's
for
only
me,
a certain amount of players.
Big up Pablo and 6 times that are in here. We went back and forth. They're my brothers, but they think for me, Skamaka and Vlahovic would have been better acquisitions than Nunez.
Wrong, bro.
Are you telling
Skamaka.
me Nunez is better than both of them?
I don't know about.
I think Nunez is better than Skamaka still. I can't lie. He is.
See, you know what it is? I'm not going to say I watched all the Sassuolo's games, but when he was there, I watched it. Because you remember they had all that hype, and I thought, let me watch a few 90 minutes. I'm not going to act like I watched all of it. But under De Zerbi, when he was with Berardi and Locatelli, I've seen enough of Skamaka to know, you know what, he might not be as a good finisher as Nunez, but like Mont said, I reckon he will complement Salah more. You see, like how Firmino does, how Gabriel Jesus would. I think Skamaka is that ilk that would complement Salah more. And Vlahovic, though, is better than Nunez in every.
Oh yeah, 100%.
He's a
100%.
joke. He's a joke. So for me, them two would have been better. But to be fair, the number 9 current market months, I know you're saying there's better strikers out there, but then you've got to look at the club we are. We're not going to pay that money for like a Haaland, 11,000. We're just not that club. So when I actually take a step back, I think, who could be a really...
Like Nunez...
I honestly say, no, I've got the perfect answer. I've got the perfect answer. Fuck buying a striker. We had Diogo Jota. We didn't need to let Origi go. We put the money on a midfielder.
Yeah, you've been saying that. That's consistent. You've been saying that since the summer still.
I've been saying it. We didn't need to put... Like, a striker position was a position that was, again, you kind of needed to improve, but the real issue was the midfield. So I think we should address the midfield, and then you kind of come to an attacker. I would have happily bought an attacker like an Isak, or someone who is a little bit of a tier below, and then we work on that. But at least we've got the midfield base to support. Because do you know what I'm saying?
Bro, do you think that Klopp overcompensated for losing Mane, thinking that, you know what, we lost Mane, he had goals,
not just Mane, but Origi as well. I think
Origi replaced his goals.
He needs to replace the goals.
Yeah.
I think it was Origi and Mane still. It was both of them.
Yeah, so he didn't trust Diaz to get all the goals that Mane did. So
Jota as well, and I don't think he trusted Jota and Firmino in it.
To get the goals that were missing.
That is right.
The thing is, a fit Jota all season would get you them goals, but again, like most of our squad, you can't rely on Jota for a whole season, unfortunately. But
of course, and I think that's where the contradiction goes. Jurgen Klopp said that we're going to see the best Firmino this season, and we actually have seen one of the, not the best, obviously, ever, but I'm saying that we've seen a very good Firmino this season. So it's like he was talking about Jota. What's the plan then? Because clearly, you again, like Casey said, your actions suggest that them man weren't enough to compensate. They weren't enough. Yeah. And then Firmino's started on fire, and obviously Jota is Jota. Obviously, the injury was unfortunate, very unfortunate. He's not an injury player, but you know what I'm saying? It still happened. By the way, guys, we're on 84 likes and we got 120 people in the house. Make sure we smash that like button. As I said, let's try to get 125 likes minimum today. It's a good chat. It's a Friday evening, you know what I'm saying? It's Casey's birthday. Smash a like for Casey's birthday. It's my mum's birthday today. You know what I'm saying?
My brother's birthday.
150
That's it, man. Like, what a birthday. I'm top of the man's birthday.
Bro, October 28th, bro. Like,
Bear man.
I'm not even going to say he's nothing mad, but Valentine's Day must have been going off because there's too many people born on this day, bro. I literally know 9 different people. And if I'm adding Monster's mum and yourself, not that I personally know, but that's like 11. Today is a mad day, bro. Mad day.
Mad. October 2nd.
Everyone around up, you know, I think.
It's one of them ones. But make sure we smash the like button, guys. How many likes? We're on 88 likes. Come on, 12 likes until we get to 100. Stop what you're doing and smash the like button. It is free. And subscribe if you're new. 28 subs away from 2,700. Let's make it happen. But yeah, just to carry on the Liverpool conversation, I just think that Nunez isn't a flop. But he shouldn't be getting compared to Gabriel Jesus because what he's doing is why his team are where they are. And I'm not saying Darwin Nunez is why Liverpool are where they are, but Darwin Nunez is doing a lot more.
Yeah.
Gabriel Jesus is doing a lot more to get it seen where he is. I think we can't rely on Darwin Nunez. That's not him as a player, and that's not his fault.
I think
as a
you know
player,
what it is. I think with Nunes, right?
and
I think if his decision making in the final third was a bit better, we'd be having a completely different conversation.
agree.
And I'm not talking about his finishing being
I know
better.
but do you know how big decision making is, Casey? Do you know how big of a trait that is, bro?
That's what I'm saying,
That's a
Montel.
massive trait, bro.
His finishing isn't the issue, because I wouldn't say he's missed bare blunders. Like cool, he's missed opportunities, Montel, but that comes down to inexperience. That comes down to a lot of things, and he's taken chances.
Ajax
taken
one,
chances
Ajax
that a lot of other strikers.
He's definitely missed blunders, but he's
Montel,
missed blunders.
So also
that kind of makes it.
Montel, he's taken chances that some top strikers aren't taking now. We're talking about Gabriel Jesus being, a big thing for us, but he's missed chances that I think personally Nunez would have scored.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not that he's finishing.
The thing is, Monty's standards are high, and I see where Monty is coming from. Because if Nunez scores the goal he scored and the blunders, this conversation might even be different. Because
completely different.
I said to you, look, if he scores bare goals and he's clinical, I'll shut the fuck up. Because what most people love to say to me is that I don't care how he plays. I don't care if he's got a bad first touch. I don't care as long as he puts the ball in the back of the net. I'll shut the fuck up. Like I did with Jota, I'll shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? However, he's still missing bare chances. Not bare chances, but Nunez
chances he should bag.
And I think that's what the. But I think that's what the frustration is. Because if I'm honest, right, for the age he is and the type of player you got, I don't think he's been awful.
No, he hasn't been awful. He's just not the standard that we need right now. Like
Monts, quick indication. If you had to rate it out of 10, Darwin Nunez out of 10, since we signed him, what would you give him? This will give like a 7. Like a 7.
Yeah, I would say the same. Yeah, I would say the same because I don't think man has been terrible, G.
No, he hasn't, bro. You can be okay. I just think you're not good enough. I don't think he's the right profile.
No, I think he is. I think he is.
Well, he's good enough for Liverpool right now. Right now.
No, I feel like with a Diaz, he's raw, bro. Like he's very raw. He's very much like.
You don't need raw.
As of now, he's got a bit of blinkers on. He's got blinkers, bro. And I don't know whether that's
Casey,
to prove
we
a
don't
point.
need that. Casey,
I know. But Montel, how many players are you gonna get? How many? We can't even name. We can't even name 3 players, or maybe we can name 3, but we can't name 5 players that you could have bought in the transfer window now that are available.
We didn't need to buy him. We didn't need to buy a striker. We needed a midfielder.
Bro, you did, fam. You did. You needed something. You can't tell me that Diaz for Mane was gonna be fine.
Yeah,
it was never gonna be fine.
No, I think Diaz, bro. I think Diaz for Mane.
You know what it is, Monts? We didn't need a striker as much, but we just needed a forward because
we needed
Mane.
Yeah, but
if Mane leaves, that presence you have to somewhat try and replace.
Yes,
you know what
but
I mean?
bro, I understand where everyone's coming from with Nunez, and I think because I feel so strongly about it. People think that I think he's shit. People think that I think he's never gonna come good, or that he's shit in every department. No, I understand his strengths. He's great. He's got great movement. You know, he's a good header of the ball. He can, on his day, he could finish when he needs to finish. Yeah. I think he's a handful for defenses. He has these attributes. But what those positives do not outweigh the negatives for me. It's not his fault that we should have bought a midfielder instead. It's not his fault that every attribute he has, there's someone in our forward line that can do it better. When it comes to in the air, Jota is better in the air than Darwin Nunez. Salah has better movement than Darwin Nunez, and Darwin Nunez is not the best finisher in the team. And those are his 3 best attributes, trumped by every single attacker we have. So again, the only thing we have is that we don't have his type of profile.
No. What I would say to counter that is he's also not the worst in any of those. So I wouldn't say he's the worst finisher in your team. I wouldn't say he's the worst at movement. And I wouldn't say he's the worst in the air. Therefore, he's an upgrade.
You know what? This is a very good argument.
Because he's not the worst. So therefore, he's better than someone at something. Whether it's finishing, movement, or in the air. He's not bottom.
His finishing's better than Firmino's. Like,
No, but in our forward line, Diaz has the worst fit. Wait, do you mean just 9 or forward line? Because remember,
forward line, all of them.
Diaz is the worst.
Except
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Diaz again. But again, you say Diaz has the worst finishing, and Firmino's finishing is also, I say, just a little bit above Diaz's. But both of them had this, bro. Both of them, like Firmino's got more goals than him, bro.
I know. But that's where the Montel. But that's where the element of Raw and the Prem comes into it, bro. He was playing at a dead
Firmino has played more minutes. That's one thing I would say. This is my
point. Whose fault is that? And Firmino had, by the way, whose fault is that? That's not
no, we can't say it's his fault. It's not his fault.
It is his fault. No, it is the man. He headbutted the man. It is his fault.
I'll tell you now, if he didn't headbutt, I reckon he would have more rib and probably more goals. That was on him, bro. Like,
fair enough.
Like, do you know what the thing is? Do you know what the thing is as well? I'm being honest with it. Like, it's not about him not being raw. Casey, you're correct in everything you're saying. He's raw. He has actually certain things that he has a blend. He's not exactly the worst at everything, but he's not the best at everything. He's young. There's time to improve. But if this was 2017, 2018 Liverpool, go and buy Darwin Nunez. It's all about time periods.
I get it. You wanted the title now, and then
because by the time Nunez comes good, do I have to say it again? How old is Salah gonna be? 33, fam. You know what I'm saying? How old is VVD gonna be? 33. Matip's not gonna be at the club anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? If you want Darwin Nunez for the new wave of players, if Liverpool drop off to 7th place and stay in 7th place, then cool. Because that's where we're at. That's our level now. That's where we're at. But Darwin Nunez was not at the level of strikers, not a level of forwards that we've had for the past 3 years. Do you know what I'm saying? It's about the hero. When your team's on top and your prime players are in, let's say, the 29 to 31 range, you can't be buying for the flipping future when you're doing in terms of marquee. You can't go get a marquee.
I know what you're saying. Like,
unless your marquee man is Mbappe and Haaland, then you can't do marquee at the age of 23, bro. You go and buy ready for now, fam. You break the bank for Benzema, or you try and get Benzema. You try and get Lewandowski.
Realistically, who would you have got, bro? I think that's what
bro,
I think was.
I'm not. It's about you go and break the bank for someone who is ready and there now. And if you address a different position,
who would it be? Who would you have got if you was Klopp? Who would you have got?
I wouldn't have got a striker. I'd go if I was going to get a forward. I'll get a forward that's like. I'll get a forward, as I said, like an Isak. I'll get a forward that can improve, and then I'll go focus. Why did we go for Tchouaméni? Why did we go for Tchouaméni first? Why?
You need to send him in.
Let me take this one quickly, JCA. You just contradicted what you said, bro. I don't think you clocked because you said right now you go and buy someone proper proven, right? But you said yourself you wouldn't buy a striker. I get that. But you said if we are to buy a striker, it has to be someone who's proper proven. Then you mentioned Isak. Isak.
No. Because I said the proven player has to come in midfield. If we can't buy a midfielder, then if we were forced to, you can only get a striker or a forward. Go break that fucking bank. You go and try and turn Mbappe's head. You go try and get Haaland out of City's grasp when they were trying to buy him. You try to turn Lewandowski's head when he said he only wanted Barca. You offer him something he can't refuse. Aim higher, be bigger. We're not a cycle. If we want to call ourselves this big club,
this is where the frustrations come back to the club months because we're just not gonna do that.
Don't let Mane go in the last year of his contract. Don't let that happen. So then you don't have to buy a striker.
But if you're honest with yourself, the way that got you here was never that. So that would have literally been going against everything that got.
No, it's not. But Casey, this is what I had to say this 2 streams ago on Hassan's stream. Liverpool are not the same, like the 2017-18 Liverpool where we were buying players to improve. It's not the same team we were when we won the league and the Champions League. We're 2 different teams. So therefore your aspirations and your style has to change. You can't go and think you can't buy 6 out of 10. You can buy 6 out of 10s to get you to the point of challenging and winning titles, but you can't keep that same mentality when you're now at the top.
You might become a Man U fan. End up keep keep topping up, thinking that top up.
No, but that's different because our backroom had it right. Bro, our backroom, no, bro, our backroom had it right. So when you buy proven, it's not different to when Man United buy proven. Man United buy proven without a base, with nothing behind it. Do you know what I'm saying? Liverpool had the foundation, the base, the backroom, the scouting department.
But I think you let a lot of that go, bro. With Origi going, Wijnaldum going, these were backbone players, bro. Especially Wijnaldum. I think he was a backbone player for you.
Big, 100%. I agree.
Yeah,
brother was a backbone player. He went. Like, I think you're missing someone like that. Someone that Wijnaldum can play 90 minutes.
We miss Wijnaldum more than we miss Mane, bro. We miss him more than we miss Mane.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, bro, because he's someone like a Xhaka to us who can play 90 minutes week in, week out, and you're going to get a steady performance. You might get the odd stinker, but there's not many stinkers like you know what I'm saying? Wijnaldum gave you some stability, bro, in the team. His name was in pen, in my opinion.
Casey, when I said I'll take him back from loan, as I said, I started
seeing bro, I think you don't miss him, someone like him. I think maybe Milner was meant to be his successor, but just can't do it, fam.
You know what I'm saying? Look at that Monts. Tell him why you mad, son. Tell him why you mad. It's bro. I'm more triggered about it today because the amount I'm being attacked on Twitter, bro. I'm being attacked. Like I can't even. If I glance at my phone, I'll just see it more. But we're gonna move on to the Arsenal game now. Make sure we're smashing the like. I believe we're on 95 likes. So make sure we
come on, man. 5 more.
You know what I'm saying? We'll make that happen. Still 100 people in the house. You know what I'm saying? Still 100 people. What was I going to say? Let me just run through some of the comments just before Casey gets back. Paul Tini says, Monts, Man U after Chicago fired John Duran. Watch out for him. I do hope United sign him along with a clinical striker like Jonathan David. Is Jonathan David clinical, though? I don't know if he is. He's good, man. He's hard, but I don't know about...
Wait, who's he at? Lille, innit? How's he been doing?
Lille.
I think he's keeping up with him this year.
I think he's top goal scorer.
Is he top scorer for them as well?
Or he's one of them.
Sorry, Rob. Nkunku. Who else would you have got? How could I forget? Nkunku. Allow me.
And he was within our budget, bro.
Yeah, within our budget as well. Allow me.
Yeah, you could have got him right. You're right. I'll give you that one.
Hold on. Let me just check. Someone check Jonathan David's stats with me.
I'm sure he won it. Actually, no, he weren't within our budget. I was going to say Victor Osimhen, but I don't know, man. But they were asking for 90 plus.
Not a bad shout, though. Yeah, it's not a bad shout.
I would pay. Listen, he is a very, very good goals. And he's young as well.
Yeah, he's a bit injury prone, though. He's a little bit injury prone. Jonathan David got 9 goals in 12 games with 3 assists. So he's GA a game, innit?
Yep.
That's quite good still. That's quite good. So in some of the comments, Pablo agrees with me. He says, I agree with Monts. He should never be compared to Jesus, but we will see a better Nunez next season. Pablo, ask Roms. That is the first thing I've said. Even amongst my top hate when you first came in, the first thing I said was he will come good next season.
Monts did say season after.
Like I said, season after, he's coming good, bro. But yeah, Martin says this guy bugging. Nunez is class, needs some time, don't even speak English yet. Lad needs to settle first. We ain't got time for settling.
You know, you should think about getting Balogun. Seven goals, 2 assists.
You might want Jonathan David. You might also get Balogun, fam.
Bro, if you need him, give me 50.
I heard you need a centre back. I heard you need a centre back. Give
me the big 5. Give me the big 5.
He's all yours.
I heard you, man. I heard you, man. Need the centre. You was missing Gabriel. What do you want to flip in? What do you want? Nat Phillips. Cometio.
No, you're good.
Yeah, that man. You don't want to Cometio.
Nat Phillips, good in the air. Something you were lacking yesterday. Good in the air.
Give me Joe. I'll take Joe.
Yeah, I'll take Gomez. I'll take
Joe. I don't know about no.
That's actually mad. You look like not close, but you were heavily linked to him 2 summers ago.
Bro, give him another more week or 2 of anger. He might have come. A week or 2 of being angry, and he might have come.
Klopp gave him a hug, and it was all
fine. He gave him a hug, and it was all over, man.
Literally. Stephen Dragon says Nunez is a rough diamond surrounded by world-class players, and Jurgen Klopp surrounded by world-class players and Jurgen Klopp to coach him. He will improve. He's young and should learn quickly. LSC will polish the kid up and make him shine. Yeah, hopefully. Just let me know how old the other players around them will be at the time. It'll be hard reset by then, isn't it? Liverpool will be back in the top 4 by then, unfortunately.
But I think he's already started the reset, bro. Harvey Elliott, Carvalho, Diaz.
No, we just got injuries. I'm saying no, Donny's niggas just injured. We just
injured. This could be another masterclass.
Because Casey,
we could be saying this is a masterclass.
We didn't have any of these injuries. Maybe Elliott can. You wouldn't see Carvalho
maybe Elliott.
And you'll get Elliott maybe last 20, 30 minutes of the game. But these man would not be starting, bro. Klopp will keep the same stable midfield. Yeah, bro. Man like Steve says it took Thiago 6 months to settle. No, it didn't. He broke the record on his debut and his knee got broke by Richarlison. Thiago was fine. He was fine. I know it was against a 10-man Chelsea, but you saw on his debut, he was just class. He was just easy.
Yeah. He's just lucky.
That's one thing I'll say. Thiago, that's someone I wish.
It pisses me off how good
he is. Tomorrow months. I don't know if he'll start, but he should be in the squad.
We'll keep that on in-house, in the in-house. Yeah, look.
I see it as well.
Gotta say it's one of them ones, isn't it? Months set man told me you were one midfield away from winning the title. I think we got me. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. That's what I was about to say. Don't act like you never said that. That was coming out of your family.
You got me.
It's one of them. I can't lie. If we got this few money, I'm not gonna lie. Listen, we said this just quickly. I believe.
Did you say it as well, Mons?
I believe. Huh? Did
you say it as well, Mons? I thought that was directed at me.
Sorry, G.
I said it still. But as I said, I generally think we went for Tchouaméni because Fabinho is slowing down heavy, bro. It's getting worrying, G. So I genuinely think we went for Tchouaméni. You know what I'm saying? Just like how Casemiro is slowing down for Madrid anyway. But he's the guy. Anyway, so can we get a score prediction? Liverpool versus Leeds then to end this Liverpool segment. It's at home, innit? That's why I said I don't really give a dash. It's at home. I'm saying 3-1 Liverpool. 2-1, sorry, 2-1 Liverpool. 2-1.
I say the same.
I'm going 1-0. Tight win.
Yeah. I don't think Leeds will bag. I think 2-0.
You know what? I think they're going to be dangerous here. They've been in stinky form, but Jesse March is on his last legs. They want him out. I think they might. You know that first 20 minutes they'll be up for it. Then we'll just take control. But I don't think we're going to score bare. I think we'll win 1-0 still.
I think you're going to bag in the first 10 minutes. I think Leeds are that
same. Then I think it'll just be one.
I think they're that stinky that it's just going to be a slaughter. And it's going to be one of those ones where the manager has to go. Like, has to go. Literally 5 minutes after the final whistle, you're hearing.
I don't really rate him. I don't really rate him as a manager. I like him as a. I think he comes across well.
Yeah, I think him as a person and as like the voice as a manager, he's good. Like, bro, he says the right things. You know, he does the right things. He has the right mentality. But I just feel like
he's just not at that level. Yeah, he's not at that level.
You know, and a lot of people find that out.
Likes,
but I say 3-1, by the way.
Lads, we're on 99 likes. Someone in the chat, slap the like button, please. Get on your burners.
Bro, Asad Leeds haven't won a game since they beat us in all. That was start of this season, bro.
Yeah, bro, they haven't.
You know that meme? You need to get it once on your overlays. I never knew that. What? I never knew that. I never knew that.
I never knew that. What? No.
Wait, who's Chelsea?
I didn't know that.
I swear. That was terrible.
That was second game in.
That was time
ago. Tino. That's mad.
Yeah, see, now he's got to go.
And the worst thing is, Leeds played hard that game.
Yeah, that game.
They played hard. Like, bro, Leeds look fucking. Sorry for my swearing, but they look dangerous, G. Like, I was like, raw. Jesse Marsh got them playing some ball. Like, I was
Even
shocked.
against you, man, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
bro. Bro,
Yeah.
How are they where they are when against two of the top 6 sides they've played?
Wait, where are they in the league? Where are they in the league?
Like
Bottom.
19th, I think.
They're probably bottom 3.
No. Wolves are 19th actually. Let me check.
They're another team.
They are.
Yeah, they're
18th,
bottom 3. Yeah, bottom 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2-0. I changed my score prediction still. 2-0.
Yeah, it's a 2-0.
man.
I said 2-1. You don't know. As I said, because we're at Anfield, I predict the win. But when we're away from home, you don't know what Liverpool's going to
I just can't see who's going to score for them. Like,
Yeah.
I just said it. Anfield's the only
Unless it's
Viagra
like
that
a
Liverpool have.
Harrison or something.
Yeah,
Bro,
Harrison.
I said
The
this on
thing is
Never
at
a Foul.
Anfield, there's one thing that's inevitable. We won't lose. Like, we don't lose at
Yeah,
Anfield.
Yeah.
Bro,
Some
but as I
stupid
said,
draw,
Anfield
stupid
is
draw
the
will come
only.
out something like.
Anfield is the only Viagra that Liverpool that these men have, bro. Other than Anfield, bro, these men struggle to get it up, bro. I'm talking straight blanks, bro. Away from home, straight blanks. They don't know what to do. It frees up. You know what I'm saying? And it pisses me off because away from you, like they used to call Firmino the rogue warrior because he used to bag away from home every game.
Yeah, all the time. Like I said, it was one
I
point
saw
where he
you had
didn't
like a
bag for
year
like
about
half the
bagging at
season
home.
at
or
home.
something.
Yeah, bro, he did. Bro, he didn't bag. He didn't bag until the final day until the final day. And
Great.
away from home, man was sweet. Man was cleaning up, fam. Man was cleaning up. Oxdraft Tanganga, bro. Twisted my man and slapped it bins, G.
Oh my gosh.
Slapped it bins against
Slapped it bins, bro.
I remember that one.
I know you remember that one.
I remember that one.
But listen,
But that was at their place, innit?
Yeah.
No, mate,
I
no.
was at the game. I was behind dead seat. I couldn't see anything, but I was at the game
no,
still.
Rob,
That was
We
mad.
don't,
That goal
we
was
don't
mad.
talk of that anymore because now we won.
anyway, but yeah, I hear that. But listen, Arsenal, Nottingham Forest at the Emirates. I don't even think there's too much to even talk about with this one. Man, must
No,
like
let's not do that because
You know-
obviously they've taken points from one of the.
No,
big
it was
six. I
it was
feel
at
like
their
they're gonna
ground
get another
location.
one.
Yeah,
That was
that's
at
what I was
their
going to
ground,
say.
bro.
You know, the only thing about this game, we've given them fake confidence. You know that confidence?
Yeah,
They won their last game, but they're about to get
Confidence
slapped.
is watching,
No,
bro.
but,
One
but
goal will
Rob,
do.
we haven't been playing that well. If we're honest,
Yeah, but I think this is
Yeah.
where
the
you
last
guys.
week or two.
One thing
we
I
haven't
will
been playing
say
that
though,
well.
one thing I will say, right? You lot should rest. In my humble opinion, you lot should rest Jesus and Saliba.
I
Because
think
you get a yellow
think
card
they-
this
What?
game out for
No,
Chelsea.
no,
Out for the
no,
Chelsea
no,
game?
no. I can't. So you want me to play Eddie up front? Is that what you're
But we
saying?
can't-
Well, no,
That's good enough to
Davies
beat
was
that team.
limping. Hold on.
No, do you know what it is? Jesus,
Saliba and Jesus are yellow away from missing that Chelsea game.
Hey, stop. Hey, hold on. Hey.
Is
One
Jesus
second.
injured? I saw that brother limping.
Sorry?
Oh,
Hey,
man.
Jesus.
So stop wishing, G. Stop.
I
Wishing.
saw him limping. He was limping to the
Nah,
coach.
G, good. Montel, it's
Who?
all mine.
Who?
Mine,
Jesus.
bro. Mine. It's all mine. But listen, all I'm saying is what needs to happen against Forest is we need to bag 1 or 2 first half. 1 or 2. If we bag 1 or 2, Jesus comes off half time,
Yeah.
baby. Like
That's
if
literally it.
we have not bagged by half time, that's when we are in big trouble because that's when set up shop comes. That's when we have to break down the team. That's when mistakes happen, and that's when we can potentially lose the game. We are not killing games in the first half like we should be. The football we play, we should be and / deserve to be beating teams in the first half. We've done it like once or twice this season. And how many performances have we had where we say, first half, Arsenal played hard, second half, they dropped off. We have nothing to show for these first halves. And it's going to start punishing us. It's punished us already with Southampton. And we don't want it to punish us against Nottingham Forest. So what we need to do is dead this game off in the first half, get it done 2-0, go into half time and make some changes.
Wait,
bro.
Casey, did you say you have nothing to show for the first halves?
First half in a lot of these
It's
games.
mad
bro.
how the story changed because at the start of the season, that's what you were known for, just killing the game off.
That's what I'm
early.
saying, bro.
Yeah,
and
now
the
it's
results
the
were
week
showing
now.
for it, bro. We're getting
No.
2-0s, 3-0s. We're deading teams off because morale comes. And when they're like, rah, these man played us off the park for 45 minutes. I've got to up the levels because these men are going to come out hungry. Bro, we're not getting goals to come out hungry. We're not getting goals and we're coming out desperate, G. And when you're desperate, that's when mistakes and lapse of concentration happens, and it's happened too many times this
We
season.
can't afford not to play.
We're not scoring enough
Saliba.
goals in the first half.
We can't afford not to play Saliba. There's no way. We have.
Yeah, we're
we
not that type of team that have bare world-class players that can just do it on their own in the last 5 minutes, last 10 minutes. We haven't got that. We haven't got that luxury. So if the system ain't working and the players ain't working in the system, it becomes an issue. We saw it, man. The Southampton was such a poor game. Like, oh, bro, it's just got me worried. I don't know if I should be worried, but I am worried.
Yeah, be worried, G.
I'm worried. I'm worried.
Make sure.
Because there's no depth.
What that?
There's just no depth in this team. Eddie and Keita, I'm sorry, I've had enough. If I'm honest, I've had enough. That's
Be
reality.
honest. Be honest. I can't remember you two's opinion on the deal. But when you gave him a new deal, was you two against it? Was you for it? Did you not really care?
I wasn't against it. But I'll tell you why I weren't against it.
Because you can't be rewarding that type of lucrative contract for a purple patch.
100 bags.
Yeah,
You
man.
know what it is, yeah? I wasn't against him getting a contract. Maybe the technicalities of the contract were a bit of an issue, but I wasn't against him getting one. And I say that because I believe, and I'm not sure if the whole Arsenal fan base believes it, but I believe that Nketiah and Jesus as a pair throughout the season can get us top 4. I believe that.
Well,
the rest of the players around us, maybe we need to add an addition, but I don't think we need to add an addition in the attack to get us top 4. Maybe in the midfield and defense, potentially, but I think more midfield than anything. Maybe an addition or 2 in the midfield, but I feel like that front 4 and especially the back 4 can get us top 4.
Yeah,
right?
what I would say,
Once we get top 4, that's when we
Then
use
upgrade,
the top 4 and the money and whatever to go get ourselves someone who's a 30 goal a season striker who is going to become that, like a Haaland. You know, maybe he is that already, but someone of that ilk who we need to try and get. So I don't feel like Nketiah getting a contract was an issue. Maybe in hindsight, when we look at the end of the season, if we don't get top 4, then we can say, you know what, it wasn't the right decision. But I don't know. I don't think I'll change my opinion. I don't think it was a bad decision giving him a contract, if I'm honest. He knows what Arsenal's about. He's happy. And like Origi with you, he's happy to have his moments, happy to come off the bench, have his moments, and do what's need to be done for the team. He'll get his minutes in Europa and the cup games. Maybe not so much in the Prem, but he'll have minutes. He'll feel like part of the team. You know?
Yeah, but he don't do nothing in the Prem, though. That's the problem.
I know. And that's maybe the bit of an issue, but like you said, the purple patch showed that he can get goals in the Prem. Maybe it's the odd goal, maybe it's not the 10-15 that we need.
I disagree. I wouldn't say it's purple patch. It's just a thing where he needs to play consistency to get the best, but he's never going to be
going to do it.
He's never going to be the first guy. He's never going to be youngest in charge where you have secured that starting spot for Arsenal. Arsenal would have to fall back to 8th place to start trusting the younger and start a whole new.
Even then, Montel, because of the history of the club, I don't even think we would do that.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I think it's unfortunate for him, because the reason why Nketiah, I think, came good at the back end of last season because he was playing game after game after game after game. He wasn't coming off the bench. He was playing game after game. He was starting games, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think maybe we might have to. I think there's a bit of echo there. I think maybe what Arteta might have to do if he does want to get the best out of at the team in rotation, because I think Arteta hasn't had to rotate too much yet. But the second he's had to rotate, you can see cracks. So maybe what he needs to do is maybe just tweak the formation a little bit and put 2 strikers up top, so Nketiah gets enough field time. So when he does come off the bench, he's a bit more effective. And I think that's the next part of that management for Arteta, to understand how to maintain rather than have big portions of form. You know what I'm saying? I think that's maybe what we need to get the best out of everyone in the squad, rather than, because that's the next level of being an elite manager, is to get the best out of your whole squad rather than your starting 11 or what you have at your disposal, or you just go and buy,
And you know what? Just to add on to that, Mark, it's whole squad for a consistent amount of time as well. That is actually the next step. It's the heart of his part. You gonna learn today.
You gonna let me tell you something. You know what I'm saying? So.
No, I agree. I don't think we have the money for that. If I'm honest, we don't have the money for that. And I don't want to start taking steps backwards, because I feel like we've already, invested in quite a lot of players, young players, and players that can play multiple positions, right? And if we turn to this 2 up top, like you said, tweaking the formation and getting 2 strikers in, I think that hurts the midfield. And our midfield is already fragile. So I don't know if there's space or time to give Eddie the minutes he's required. So I feel like because that long contract, he may get the minutes and get the time in the future to do it. But right now, he's going to have to be happy with and show himself in Carabao, FA Cup, and Europa League games. It's just the way it is. Like you, similar to you, Montel, you haven't got time to give Nunez minutes in the crucial games.
100.
Because if it don't work, you only get one chance, G. We have one,
especially with a big budget, bro, with a heavy price tag or a hefty contract.
Yeah, especially with that. Like you're almost stuck in a worse place than us because our players didn't have a mad price tag. So we're not getting pushed.
Yeah, he's homegrown in
players. You're almost getting pushed to start Nunez if anything goes wrong. If anything goes wrong in your attack, why ain't Nunez starting? We paid all this money for him. So it's a bit different with you, though. But that's what happens when you're first/second competing for titles. You're gonna get that pressure.
No, 100%.
You're gonna have that pressure.
By the way, guys, we are closing up in the next 5 minutes. Make sure that you smash the like button, subscribe if you're new. Let's get that. So I know there's about 50% of you that aren't subscribed. I had a look at the analytics, so please subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? The man we're giving out there Fridays to talk football and give you guys this entertainment. Obviously, big up you guys for being in the chat as well. I appreciate that.
Wait, Mont, are we gonna give predictions the other Big Six games as well? Just
but we're not gonna, because the fans aren't here. We're just gonna maybe run it as a prediction rather than
that's how I was thinking. Yeah.
Kind of briefly spoken about City, spoken about Chelsea, spoken about Liverpool, spoken about Arsenal, and Tottenham are playing Bournemouth. So what is there to talk about there? You know what I'm saying?
So quick draw though, Solanke.
Yeah,
I think he's injured.
I mean, he's injured. I
think because he hobbled off against Spurs.
If that more,
you're right.
I can't remember if he hobbled off, but he did the other day.
It was West Ham. Yeah.
That Keith Moore brother is too dead for Bournemouth. I can't lie.
Yeah, he just a lump.
He reminds me of the stinky wood, like a stinky.
Yeah,
wood.
that's literally that.
You know what though? He does his thing for
He
Wales.
He does bag.
He's bagging the world.
Wales. I think they play to his strengths in Wales.
Wales play to his strength. Literally.
He is dead. I swear that.
Like the one who I think is the deadest, is Philip Billing, bro.
You think Billing's dead? I think he's alright.
Billing is a shocking footballer.
I don't know. I rate him.
I think he's shocking.
Wait, who?
You know what it is?
Philip Billing.
I used to think that, bro. His
if he scored that banger, he scored a Rocky, he scored and suddenly he's a baller. That brother stinks. I'm not trying to hear it.
Yeah.
Joe Linton. He's a B-Tech Joe Linton, bro.
No, respect Joe Linton. Respect.
Listen what I said. He's a B-Tech.
Z-Tech. Z-Tech. Find me a hieroglyphic that goes beyond the letter Z. That's where that is, fam.
Billing's graphs like this. Joe Linton's is like this. He's going up.
Yes.
I give it to that brother. Joe Linton.
Yeah, I can't. Joe Linton centre mid. Bring him.
He's Mattel, he was getting called the worst signing in Newcastle.
He was.
That's credit to Eddie Howe, though. No, actually, that's credit to Eddie Howe, bro.
Big up Eddie Howe.
Eddie Howe. The price tag. It was the price tag as well. Because of what
my man costs peas. Like he's dead, can't bag. Like this guy's awful.
Yeah, but
they even went and upgraded and got strikers.
But
they were desperate.
Casey, in his league, he was probably doing everything he was doing as a midfielder and scoring goals. That's probably what he was doing to get him the price tag, innit? He's probably his finishing was probably moving.
What you saying, Mattel? Similar to Corey in his youth. Just beat the nuisance.
I'm Pambardge, bro.
Yeah,
I'm Pambardge. That cousin. But big up Shazam 19 in January. A CDM and a striker essential. And Nketiah being Arsenal's backup option is nowhere near good enough when you're top of.
Yeah, that's as simple as that.
Yeah, but we're top of the table by overachieving. Come on, man.
We're overachieving.
Elneny and ESR out. I'll leave ESR alone, man.
Yeah, that's dead. That's just dead. But I saw that comment and brushed. Literally saw that comment.
I think he means they're injured. It must be that. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Right. No worries then. All right. Well, score predictions then. I'm saying Arsenal 3, Nottingham Hill. Nottingham Forest, Nottingham Hill. It's how you know I love Carney, fam. I said Nottingham Hill.
I said Nottingham Hill.
I said Nottingham Forest 0, fam. Hey.
By the way, you are killing me. You at Cardi were killing me, bro. Oh,
hey, Rob.
Yeah, so score predictions, lads. I said 3-0 Arsenal.
Yeah, past the pad settings, man. 3-0.
Boy,
I think it's gonna be a shocker, a 2-1. I feel like it's gonna be another game we get lucky. If I'm honest,
I'll be real. I'm hearing that. I'll be real. I'm hearing it.
I can't lie, bro. The way things are looking, unless I see a miracle like a Tottenham performance again, I just don't know, fam. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't. What I would say, I don't think we're gonna win. I think
I don't think we're gonna lose.
We're not gonna lose.
But I just feel like it's not gonna be as clear cut as.
I don't think it's 3-0. I'm saying 2-1 as well. Still, I can't even lie.
Rums?
3-0. Same as you, bro. 3-0 whitewash past the pad setting, bro. It's gonna be a whitewash.
Hopefully.
You know what? We've given them that fake. Again, I think the narrative is going to be the same because they've got a big result against us. They're going to have somewhat more confidence. I think first 20 minutes there's no goal. In fact, let me go as far as saying, first 40 minutes there's no goals. You lot are going to pepper them every aspect, but then I think you get that one before half time. Then you'll come out of the blocks and then 2, then 3, and then But first half, majority of it will be 0-0.
I think they're getting wished. I think this game, because everyone was chatting on Gabriel Jesus' name, he's going to grab a hattie, and then everyone's going to say, oh, fuck the hattie, he was against Nottingham Forest. And that's going to be the narrative. When you get
FPL.
I hope at the end of the 90 minutes we're having that conversation.
Yeah.
No, I hope it's that.
You'd rather that than it now, I know.
Literally, I hope we're having that convo.
Yeah. You don't want to do that. Well, you can only score against who he's against, kind of thing, at least.
Oh, you know that will come out. I'll be like, but did your players bag a hattie? I'll be saying all of that stuff. So yeah.
But cool. Yeah, the guys are gonna end it there. Big up everyone in the chat. Big up DWT. Big up Portini. Big up Pablo in the cut as well. Big up Assad. I said Arsenal will have to play their first time in Europa League to secure a spot, whereas we can rest our players. We have an advantage over Arsenal next week.
No.
Yeah, oh yeah, big game.
Yeah, that's a big game.
I might need 2 troops to call up.
That's a big game.
You know what? Call me mad, but I think Arteta is going to do the same exact thing he done against PSV, against Zurich. Do a mixture, and if needed, bring on players. I feel like he will trust the team to go and get a draw, because all we need is a draw or a win. Yeah, we're through anyway, but we want to finish top. So I feel like.
Sorry to cut you, Casey. Here, like you don't have to actually win or draw that, because let's say you lose and they win, they'll finish top because they had a better result.
Yeah. They had a better goal difference. Yeah.
And I don't. Listen, that will piss me off. So
we need both away. Think about it. PSV are going away. It's not going to be easy.
Yeah, that won't be an easy game. Still.
Europa League shenanigans.
Because
when I had to draw out Corey.
As I said, this is where you can have a conversation. But once we talk about Prem, mute.
Bro, we just talk about Europa League. I'm not trying to talk about Europa.
That's what I'm saying. We're on Europa now, so I allow you. But we're going back to the Prem now.
We can talk about the Prem, bro.
We're not talking about Europa anymore.
We can talk about the Prem, bro. We could definitely talk about the Prem. That's what we've been doing this whole time. You know what I'm saying? As I said, I just don't like talking about
it. And you never said anything cheeky. I don't need
to say anything cheeky, bro. I don't need to.
You saying once, you just don't want to hear that stench on this channel right now.
I don't want to hear Europa League, because I had Corey arguing to the core. I said you can't spend 200 million and struggle to get out of your Europa League group. No matter what, bro. I don't care if I'm a manager of Manchester United. I don't care if Ollie's the manager. You can't bring in the best DM in the world. You can't bring in the sun. You can't spend 200 and something million to be second in your Europa League group and play your first team of every flipping game apart from the opening game. That is not acceptable.
Yeah, they do it every game.
United can tell me that's acceptable.
200 mil is more than some of the clubs are even worth. Let alone what they've spent in this transfer window,
Bro,
bro.
man, they were telling
Some
me
of
Man
these
United are
teams in
looking
the Europa League
teams
are
for
not
Sheriff,
even
man.
worth 200 million.
Allow
But
me.
Man United have spent that in a one transfer window, bro.
As I said,
Take that in. Take that in.
you know what I'm saying? It's just one of them ones, fam. It's just dead, bro. I'm not here.
Yeah.
And the man, and they're dying by their sword as well. No, but we're looking good. Well, manager just come in. No, under no circumstances should be you be struggling. Because even Ollie, that shit brother Ollie, fam, was getting out of his group and getting decent Champions League runs, fam. In the Prem. So in the Champs, fam, like in a harder competition with a worse manager. And arguably
a worse squad. Arguably a worse squad.
Arguably a worse squad. Allow me. Raise the fucking bar. You know what I'm saying? Donny's forever doing the splits in my eyes. Again, until bro, you're playing your first team. At least Arsenal making changes. Man are playing their first.
We made changes every game.
Yeah, every game.
Man are backing out Casemiro against Sheriff, fam.
Ronaldo starting.
Like, allow me, honestly. But anyways, so the big six bands, big up 6 times, and big up Pablo, as I said, Paul Tierney, Sleeping Dragon, big up Soda for the work she's always doing as well. Big up Assad, big up Shazam, big up Dapsy was also in the stream before. Big up Noah, big up Martin, big up GSC as well, big up Remy, big up so many, big up Ravi as well. Big up man like Steve-O, new subscriber as well, man. I appreciate you. Good to have you on the channel all the way from Twitter as well. And yeah, man, everyone else, if I missed your name, apologies. Big up Wade Nelson in the cut as well. And yeah, thank you everyone for taking part. Obviously, we're going to big up the guests. We have the members. We have 21 members that are part of the Bigsixbants family. I believe I should be home tomorrow night. If so, I will run a call-in show as well because I do owe you guys a call-in show. 21 members. So again, the challenge is to say every member in one breath. So big up Ricky, big up Kaz, big up Aiden Andrews, big up Joe Badonka, big up Chelsea OG, big up Murtaza, JT, UK beats Pablo 6 times, Chelsea boy. Couldn't even do it. Big up. That's how many members we have. I can't even say it in one breath. Big up Kaz, big up Andy, big up Ray Millie, K Shell, John Conway, I4U, Ilias, Jamie Phillips, Mama Flossie Prediction, and John Conway, extra big ups for gifting 5 memberships the other day as well. Big up Solo on the highest tier of Big Six family, who rejoined as well just 3 days ago, doing great work as a mod. We always appreciate that as well, taking the time and watching videos back as well. Big up T Baby as well, part of Big Six Gang, the second tier as well. We get a special shout out there. So yes, for another episode of Bigsixbants, it's the Premier League preview. We will see you on Sunday for the Premier League roundup. Take care and have a lovely evening and Halloween. Weren't even the right one. Let me tell you something.